We'll always be about kids. We'll always be about intervention. And we will continue to provide transformational care and services to kids in need for the next 100 years.
St. Charles Children's Home has been in existence as a children's home since 1913. Recently we've begun focusing more on education. We're working with public school students who are having behavioral difficulties, and the Rochester School District has been busing them to us. We then teach them and help them to learn new social skills so that they're able to transition successfully back into their classrooms. At the same time, we teach them academics, and we're finding that most of the students we've received are very intelligent.
So it's behavior that gets a child here, but behaviors have a lot of causes. So the behavior is really the symptom, and what we really try to do is get to the cause and then help the child to stabilize, to really begin to take ownership and responsibility for their behavior, to be able to develop coping skills and skills to be able to manage and self-regulate.
Well, Ned was one of our first students in the educational service, and he had been having a great deal of trouble in the public school. He was in a very bad situation when he first came. He was 9 years old.
So we had to teach him how to recognize when he was starting to feel stressed. And if he could catch that in the beginning, then he could learn to let the teacher know and say, you know, can I take a break? One of the first things that he really liked was how quiet and soothing the atmosphere was.
I began teaching him and talking about what a great kid he was and all the skills that I saw in him, and I would do things like, one day we baked brownies, or we would do other things like we would walk to the library, and we began to really develop a rapport.
It was a crisis situation. We stabilized the crisis. We helped him to transition into a setting that was helpful to him, and he is very successful. We really like to talk to him as our first success story, because he was one of our first students.